Welcome to our devotions as part of Holy Week. Today's Wednesday, and I'm going to be reading to you today from Matthew chapter 20, beginning to read at the 20th verse. The mother of the sons of Zebedee came to Jesus with her sons, and kneeling before him, she asked a favour of him. And he said to her, "What do you want?" She said to him, "Declare that these two sons of mine will sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your kingdom." But Jesus answered, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I am about to drink?" They said to him, "We are able." He said to them, "You will indeed drink my cup, but to sit at my right hand and at my left, this is not mine to grant, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared by my Father." When the 10 heard it, they were angry with the two brothers. But Jesus called to them and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. It will not be so among you. But whoever wishes to be great among you must be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be your slave. Just as the Son of Man came not to be served but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Thanks be to God for his word. I want to ask you a very important question today. Are you more interested in being served or being a servant? Let me tell you a story about a teacher who one day asked the children in her class, "What do you do to help at home?" Now, one little girl said, "I dry the dishes." One of the boys said, "I do the hoovering." Another said, "I feed and take the dog for a walk." Every student in the class had something to contribute except for one boy who sat at the back and said nothing, until the teacher said to him and said, "What do you do to help out around the home?" And the boy replied, "I stay out of the way." Now that can be a problem in the church. Too many people just stay out of the way. There was a Gallup poll done a few years ago that worked out that about 10% of church members are active in any kind of personal ministry in their church or community. And 50% said they didn't have much interest in getting more involved than just coming to church on a Sunday. Now, the Bible teaches that God is love. And love is not just a feeling. Love is demonstrated by what we do. So in Romans chapter 5, we read, God demonstrates his love for us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. John admonishes us in 1 John chapter 3. He says, "Dear children, let us love not with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." What is it that demonstrates our love and our worship for God? It's our love and service to others. The purpose of the church and for our daily lives is to serve those around us and in need, and so glorify God, which is the ultimate purpose of Christian disciples. Now, the Bible calls that ministry, and we're all ministers. We are saved to serve. And Jesus is talking about attitude, not aptitude. Everybody can be great in the kingdom because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree. You don't have to have a diploma. You don't have to be elected to a particular office. You only need to have a heart full of grace. Service is, as somebody once said, the language of grace. It's not about attitude. It's not about aptitude. It's about attitude. And it's about resolution, not compulsion. To serve is a choice. We decide to do it. It's not something that always comes easy to us. It goes against our nature. But it is part of our new nature as Christians. And there's a difference between choosing to serve and choosing to be a servant. Richard Foster, that great devotional writer, says, "There's a difference between choosing to serve and choosing to be a servant. When I choose to serve, I retain control about whom I serve and when I serve. But when I choose to be a servant, I give Jesus all my rights and all control." You see, we don't limit ourselves when we become servants. we imitate the one who is exalted to the highest place and who has the name that is above every name, Jesus Christ our Lord. God bless you today.